On San Pedro, political machineries from either side of the two main parties have been in full swing. Political flags as well as blue and red signage adorn buildings and lampposts as part of the P.U.P and U.D.P campaign to win over the voters of the only island town. So who are the contenders for the top spot at the San Pedro Town Council? The incumbent Mayor Daniel Guerrero of the United Democratic Party is dead set on securing a third term in office at the municipal level. Guerrero says the town has been led by a U.D.P administration for 15 years, and he doesn't expect that to change anytime soon.
San Pedro is a red town, and it will remain a red town. We have been doing our homework when it comes to the transfer period, which is the month of July and August, which we did an excellent job. Our machinery was there, and so it is right now. Machinery is very active right now on this new registration. And today is the last day, so we have been putting our people out there. And the vibes on the campaign house to house, excellent. I don't see any change coming. I can tell you that we, all 7, will be back to the town council, and that's guaranteed. It might be bigger numbers than the last election. I can tell you San Pedro will be ready for a good while.
But 48-year-old businessman Andre Perez is no stranger to party politics. Aside from his 8 years of experience as a banker, Perez served in the P.U.P as national treasurer, as well as chairman of the Belize Rural South Committee. Living 20-plus years on the island, he has decided to take up the mantle with his team of 2 men and 4 women.
It's not only that it's done overnight. I wanted to run as the mayor of San Pedro, and I have been working along with the community in all capacities, as a businessman, working with all the different community service, and of course politically involved, because that is something that I have ever since as a young person. I've been involved in the works of the People's United Party, and my services, the community has seen it, and now the opportunity has arisen that I believe that I can serve in that capacity in the form of a leadership for leading the community because of so many issues occurring there in San Pedro.
Guerrero believes that the track record set by him and his team is unmatched by the P.U.P slate. Jokingly, he says a red tsunami is coming because his focus has been on employment and the sustainable development of the island, which remains the #1 tourism destination in Belize.
When people go to the boats, they're looking that there's enough jobs on the island. Everything ends up at the jobs, because if you don't have a job, you have nothing to put on the table for your children. So my job as a mayor, I have to make sure that I do encourage investment and create jobs. That's what we are doing. San Pedro is known for a massive construction going on right now. And the big names of hotels are coming in, the Hilton, the Marriott's, and you just name it, and the Four Seasons and all of them. And we have to entertain them. Yes, it has to be sustainable development. I agree with that. But we are good because we are the ones that have declared all the reserves, all the surroundings on this island. So when it comes to the environment, we're there, and we do believe that it has to be sustainable, controlled. But we can't just say no like the opposition do. Everything is no to them. But here, as long as I'm here, I will make sure we provide jobs so people can put the bread and butter on the table, have an extra money for medication for the children, for education, and for vacation. So I think that's what's keeping this municipality alive.
But the opposition Perez says that he is not impressed, and residents aren't either. Issues of crime, garbage, and streets are among some of the problems that have not been addressed in 15 years.
It is sad, and it's indeed a travesty that you can look at what we are actually campaigning today. In today's day and age, modern day, 2018 in San Pedro, we are actually forced to campaign on basic issues that should have been discussed and trashed out maybe in the 80s. If we start to talk about trash, about streets, about crime, we don't have a hospital. These are things that are so basic that should have been there in place from a long time. So here we are 2018, and sadly, we as a People's United Party have to campaign focusing on those issues when we should have been focusing on other more important issues. That should have been a given. Those streets should have been in place. The trash should be in place. A hospital should be there. That's from a long time. We are a municipality for quite some time. And yet we are. And we blame the United Democratic Party for dragging us all the way down to that type of campaign. basic infrastructure that is lacking right now. And comparing it to when you hear all over the place about $100 million international airport, compare that. So what we are saying is that I believe, and we believe, the People's United Party believes that the community no longer are buying that kind of rhetoric.
Duane Moody for News 5.